In upstate New York this afternoon, not far from the Canadian border, police abruptly blocked roads and rushed to the scene where fugitive Richard Matt had shot at a driver in a camper. Turns out the two convicted murderers hadn't made it very far, but still managed to elude 1,100 officers, helicopters, and sniffer dogs for 20 days.
We have not been able to let the kids outside to play. We've been held up in our garage, drawing with chalk on the floor and just in the house, and they're stir crazy.
3 weeks ago, the convicts cut and crawled their way out of this maximum security prison. Police followed thousands of tips with reported sightings in Philadelphia and beyond. This week, though, the manhunt focused on rugged terrain in upstate New York. West of Dannemora, where the fugitives escaped, police found DNA evidence in a cabin near Mountain View. Today in Malone, 20 kilometers from Quebec, the search ended as an officer spotted Matt in a wooded area and shot him dead. This just hours after police said they believed the fugitives were headed toward the Canadian border. By this evening, officers were said to be closing in on David Sweat a few kilometers away, knowing he had already been locked up for killing an officer with a stolen gun.
There are several leads that are being tracked down as we speak about Mr. Sweat and his possible whereabouts, but we don't have anything to confirm where Mr. Sweat is at this time.
New York State Police say tonight they still consider Sweat to be armed and dangerous. They say the two men may have likely had access to several hunting cabins in recent days where they could have picked up rifles. State troopers also say tonight that the last confirmed sighting of Sweat came 3 weeks ago at the time of his escape. David.
Thanks very much for the latest. Thomas Douglas in Montreal.